What is up, gamers? Today we've got a special episode. Something a little different. Break from our regular scheduled program to open this 2-pack. This is episode 1, so we'll only open one of them, and then we'll open the other half in a few days. So let's look it up. We got Iron Spider right on the left and Iron Man right on the right. Now I have this Iron Man Mark 50 upstairs. It's one of the first ones I reviewed. Let's look at that movie poster, by the way. That's pretty nice. Get it without the glare. Box is a little damaged because I got it off a shelf from Target. Somehow it's still been there. I got this like a week and a half ago. Only thing on the top is the Marvel insignia. It looks better in person. I think this light is kind of making it look a little more damaged than it actually is, but it does have one big damage right here. A little dent in the box. Anyway, I got it from Target. So my guess is somebody hid it under the shelf, and then they did some cleaning. They found it under the shelf, and then they said, okay, let's put this back up. And then I swooped it up. So I'm just opening the side up like this, and we're just gonna pull it out. I guess we're gonna open up Iron Spider today. You probably already know that though. It's gonna be in the title. Just a little infomercial. We're building the Professor Hulk Bath Wave. I got them all ready. We're opening up Rock Python next. I think he's got the right leg. So, pretty interesting. Okay, so the back pops off, and that of course has this thing for Iron Man, but we're not getting into that. It has the little tentacle-esque things for Spider-Man. So, what should we pop off first? I guess we're popping off the character. Spider-Man. Here he is. Oh, his feet are like inside the plastic. That's weird. I gotta fold them to get them out. Okay. So, first impressions. He feels light. He feels very light in weight. I don't know what other ways that could be, but he feels very light. His head is cool. Very sleek. He's got these holes in the back. That's what the tentacles go in. Show one of these off in a second. He's got good ab crunch forward and backwards. It even makes clicking sounds. Oh, look at this. His joints got two. So one goes, oh, come on, just focus on this. I don't want to be. He's got like shoulder, and then he's got the butterfly in the. So, phenomenal. Unbelievably good. Rotation. I'm not a fan of this weight. The weight they have going on for this, it's not great. Okay, so the obvious accessory that goes with him is, of course, this tentacle. I'm only gonna put one in right now, I think, and because I also want to look at. Once you pop these in, I don't know if you can pop them out. Just a risk we're gonna have to take, I think. But you know what? I might do it off camera. I think this one here. Let me give a zoom in on it. I think this one has some errors. Like, come on, just focus on that. Well, you can clearly see like the plastic didn't cut right, so it's much larger than it should be. Okay, and there's one more thing that Holland that he comes with, Iron Spider comes with, and that is the Tom Holland head sculpt. So pop that off. Look at that. Nice neck. This guy's got good neck rotation. And here we go. Pop it on. Boom. Okay, I've got to say, his neck looks too long. This looks goofy. Look at that. His neck looks too long. That's all the way popped in. Look at this. That doesn't look right. I guess that kind of looks right. It looks a little goofy. Actually, no. You know what? I'm warming up to it. Except for the back. Ooh, somebody dropped something upstairs. Oh, and his arms fold back. That's interesting. I'm kind of going on way too long here. Don't want to juice it too hard. Anyway, I'm warming up to it, you know. So we're going to get some posing in once I pop these spider arms on. And it'll be pretty rad. Let's go. Okay, I just finished filming that. That probably took me like an hour. Maybe the last maybe like 45 minutes. But I gotta say, at first I wasn't disappointed per se, but I certainly wasn't impressed. Uh, Originally this was $60. Now, or in what I got it for, cheaper because it was at Target. I paid about 50. So 25 for each and all these accessories isn't bad, but $30 for each and all these accessories isn't even that. It's not that bad either, but it's steep. Certainly is steep. So at first I wasn't impressed, but now I believe I am. I'm pretty impressed. They just, once I started working him, he really I don't know, he's a very dynamic character. And I like that. You can have him going off walls, you can have him, doing what Spider-Man does. And I like that. These arms, I feel like they really kind of gypped out on him. Took a while to get him in. Not a while. The first one took like 2 minutes probably. And then the other ones kind of went in after that once I finally, it takes a lot of pushing. And then the maneuverability of it, it's hard. They're hard to maneuver. But once you just realize, you can just bend this plastic and it goes right back, it's fine. It's whatever. And on video, I've seen a video of it before I knew I was going to get this, and I didn't like the face sculpt. But in person, I really like it, I didn't like the hair, because I didn't think the hair was really realistic to the movie, but in the figure, it doesn't look as, look at this from up close. That looks a little ridiculous, but then in person, it doesn't look that bad. This kind of looks like Steve from Stranger Things, kind of, almost, and that's not what I really envisioned, but looking at it in person, it does have a Tom Holland likeness. So if I'm rating this figure, I gotta take a point off for the arms. The arms are just sloppy. Okay, the arms are not very well done. I don't know how they could have done it better, but I can tell you that it's hard to do it any worse. um, yeah. So I'm gonna give it. Oh, and then half a point off for the weight. The weight's not very good. So I'm gonna give this a rating of 8.5 out of 10. I think it's an 8.5 out of 10. You know, I'm impressed. I like it. It's a good figure. It's great. It could have been a little heavier. It feels very light. Um, they got everything else down and even like more down than they even had to do. They did a phenomenal job on everything. Just the weight and the arms are just a little difficult to work with. So, this is Iron Spider. Stay tuned. Next up, we have Mark 50 with all the accessories. All the accessories you could ever want. And I think I already got Mark 50 promo version. So what I think would be awesome is if I traded these, because these look cooler. If I traded these Blast Out for... And this War Machine Blast 4 from the Mark 50. I don't know, I had a lot of fun posing it, and that's why I did so much. Because honestly, it's really, really fun to pose. So, see you next time for Mark 50. Let's go.